morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Tuesday the 14th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks, positive start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a fallback through the pivot at 45.093 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 46.701. We'll need plenty of support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 46,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on today, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 46,874 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 50,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance levels is at 48,523. Fallback through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 43,311 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 41,000 levels. Second major support level at 41,663 and the 38.2% fib at 41,592 should limit the down. Looking at MACD's, widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, coming off the back of this morning's gains. So look out for a further widening there to support further upside ahead. On the EMA's, 50s flattened on the 100 and the 200. So look out for a narrowing there that would also support further gains. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 45.093, move back through to 46,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3276 to bring the first major resistance level at 3440 into play. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ethereum to break out from the 23.6% fib at 3369. So barring an extended rally on today, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high sitting at 3430 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3700 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level that's at 3595. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3122 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3,000 levels and the second major support level at 2957. Looking at the MACD's, widening of the bullish histograms through the turn of the day, coming off the back of this morning's gains. So look out for a further widening there. On the EMA's, 50s narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200, still bearish, however. So key would be to avoid a fall through the pivot at 3276 and break through the 23.6% fib at 3369 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play. Across the Litecoin against US dollar, it's been a mixed morning. Going to need to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 196 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 221 and the 38.2% fib at 223. We'll need plenty of support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out and back through to 200 levels, however. So barring another extended rally on the day, expect resistance at 200 to leave Litecoin short of the major resistance levels. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target yesterday's high at 237.88 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 178 and the first major support level at 154 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Litecoin should avoid sub 170s. Second major support level sits at 129. Looking at the MACD's, slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, but nothing suggestive of a sell-off, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMA's, 50s holding its ground on the 100 and the 200, so inconclusive there as yet. So key would be to move through the pivot at 196 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and expect the 23.6% fib and support at 170 to kick in. Looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fall through the pivot at 1.071 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.1192. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.1s. So barring an extended rally on today, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.12568 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, could see Ripple's XRP target 1.2s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1739. Fall through the pivot would bring the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 and the first major support level 1.0164 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 1.0 levels, and the second major support level at 0.9682. Looking at the MACDs, slight widening of the bullish histogram to the turn of the day, but no signs of a bearish cross as yet, so that's supportive of further gains ahead. On the EMAs, 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200, so look out for a narrowing there to support further upside. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 1.0710 and move back through to 1.1 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, the support levels will be in play.